students, welcome to All Things Pharmacy. Today we're going to be talking about 3 different ways of monitoring drug therapy, but before we get into that, we're going to define what therapeutic drug monitoring is, and this is a process whereby you use pharmacokinetic principles like Cmax, Tmax, and others that I've discussed in other videos, and we use these principles and we also use plasma drug concentrations to predict pharmacological response of drugs. TDM will help with choosing appropriate dose of medicines, which will help minimize any adverse drug reactions and also maximize the therapeutic efficacy of that particular dose. Now we're going to move on to the different ways of monitoring drug therapy, and for the first one, it's pharmacokinetic monitoring, which is also known as monitoring drug concentrations. And you monitor the drug concentration. You can monitor in blood, in urine, and sweat, and this is particularly good for drugs that are not bound to proteins. So this is for unbound drugs. There are different analytical methods that can be used for drug monitoring therapy of the drug concentration in the blood, and example is gas chromatography, high performance liquid chromatography, and also immunoassays. Immunoassays are the more newer methods and the ones which are more commonly used. Immunoassays use specific antigen-antibody reaction to detect and quantify target molecules in the biological samples. The samples are the blood, the urine, or the sweat. And there are many different types of immunoassays, but we won't get into that in this video. Now we're going to move on to the second method of monitoring drug therapy, and this is pharmacodynamic monitoring, whereby the pharmacological action is measured. And for example, we can measure blood glucose when we're giving insulin to a patient. The blood glucose levels are going to be recorded. It can be in the patient card, even be done by the patient at home. Then we're going to have the third type of monitoring of drug therapy, and this is going to be therapeutic monitoring. Measure the desired therapeutic endpoint, or you can measure the undesired for therapeutic monitoring. The desired therapeutic endpoint and undesired adverse effects are measured. Thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time.